What is up, everyone? It is DJ Martini Midwest Reviews. We're coming at you with another video for my channel today. I have a really cool little mixer, soundboard, however you want to call it. Is a 5-channel. Has a lot of accessories, a lot of features. It says wireless because it also comes with microphones, and so it's pretty cool. And we're going to talk about why it's cool and why I think some other really big companies are going to start doing something like this. I think it's a great idea, and I'm glad I get to bring it to you today. So we'll get all into it in just a second with what's in the box. But first, I just want to start with thank you so much for tuning in to my channel. Thank you to everybody that's liked, subscribed, and shared already. If you have it and you're watching these videos and enjoying the content, please like, subscribe, and share. I'd love to hit 5,000 subscribers this year. Been doing it for a long time. It's starting to get better and get more subscribers and shares, and just, you know, I'm continually to listen to comments and trying to make the videos better, and, you know, whatever you guys are, you know, the feedback is, I've been trying to listen. But then I also just enjoy the people who love to hear me share these items with you. Bring you different items that you just don't see a lot on other channels, bring you valued items as well that just work and get the job done. Those types of things I really enjoy. Everybody that's hanging in with me, and so thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome. Thank you for joining the Martini Nation. Those of you who have not, please like, subscribe, and share. Join the Martini Nation so I can bring you this information, give it to you as easy as possible, do that research for you so you don't have to, and then leave some links in case you're interested in some of the products that we talk about. So thank you so much. Let's get into the video, and as I always do, what's in the box? What's in the box? Right here, you get the professional wireless mixer, according to them. We're gonna get into it. There's no really company name on here, but here's the actual unit itself, what's in the box. And it does look pretty good. It's the DGNOG, so the DGNOG R4-Pro is what they're calling it. And it does say it's an audio mixer right on the back. Here, it does have it does sound like a plastic body, but it does have a metal front here. So this is metal, but then I think the back feels plastic to me, but the front is all metal. It does say on the front it's built like a tank. I don't know about that, but it is built pretty well from what I have used of it, and I have already used this for a gig. So it is gig tested, and it did work decently. We're going to get into that a little bit later. I'm going to show you how to hook this up. I'm going to show you some of the features and those types of things all coming up, so stay tuned for that. But so far so good with the mixer itself. Has these antennas in the box, the cable right here, USB right there to USB Type-C. It does use for power. It does come with the charging port as well, or the plug-in, the wall adapter. It is a 5-volt 2-amp, just to let you know. And then it does come with some microphones, which is really cool. And I think a lot of the bigger companies, so I can't wait to see like other companies like JBL or Mackie. I could see Mackie doing something like this. I'm sure Shure and Samsung or Samsung might come up with some units like this. Yamaha. I'd like to see where they built a little mixer like this, but the microphones are included in the technology. I really see companies starting to do this, and let me tell you, you saw it here first on DJ Martini Midwest Reviews, that I'm pretty sure companies are going to start doing things like this. This is pretty cool. And so this does come with the microphones. We're talking about what channels they are and all that kind of stuff. The microphones are a metal body on the top, metal little lid here, but the bottoms are, I don't know if they feel like, the bottoms are plastic, and they do have like a little channel button in there, so you can definitely confirm the channels. And then they do take dual AA batteries, so they do take batteries, and the batteries are not included. And that screws right in there, and you do have on and off power. We'll show you that here, but pretty solid, except for the bottom parts. I wish they would have just been a full metal body on these, but they do have plastic bottoms in my opinion. And but the plastic does feel a little bit thicker than most, so I'll give it that. I think it could survive a drop or two, but I wouldn't be doing that all the time for how they feel and everything. They're not super heavy, but they're not super light. They don't feel super cheap, and I felt some pretty cheap ones in my time. So they feel pretty decent in my opinion. So very, very cool there. You also get, and what's cool, they come with these little I don't know what they call them exactly, but they basically keep your microphone from rolling and keeping them off the table a little bit. So they sit on there, little holder stands, and they just sit on your table like that. And so I do like those too. Very, very cool. And you get two of them along with your second mic. Here's your second mic. I already have the plastic thing off the bottom here, but you do get two mics with that. So very cool. It does come pretty good, well packed. There's a nice big piece of foam in here for that. And let's see, here are the instructions for right here. Mixer microphone all-in-one machine. Some basic instructions. It's just one sheet on the back. Work time about 6 hours on the microphone, they're saying, with a 1.5 volt alkaline battery, 30 to 50 meters of range. And the microphones do work on UHF between the 500 and 930 megahertz channels there. So, all right, let's get into a little bit more word talk, blah, 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 and then I'm show you how to hook this up and show you the actual mixer here. About $94 for this R4-Pro, 5-channel technically, but I'll show you what it's got on there. Volt, 48 volt for condenser mics, 5 volt on the plug-in part. It does have MP3 capabilities, and it does have Bluetooth as well, which is very cool. Metal body on the front, plastic on the back. In my opinion, it really does feel plastic on the back side here. It does have microphones at 30 to 50 meters, around 200 feet. I never tested it to that. I was really close to my booth, but I did use it for, walking around a little bit, and I was about within 20 foot, and I never had any dropouts or anything like that when I did test it. It does take 2 AA batteries to power those. 4 to 6 hours of charge time on there. They said 6 hours in the instructions. Bluetooth 3.0, so it is kind of some old Bluetooth for hooking up, and a 35-foot range on that Bluetooth. All right, let's go ahead and take you up and show you what you're gonna need. Now, I do have my Mackie Go right here, and you can easily hook this mixer up with, and I'm gonna show you the cables because a lot of people do like me to show the cables really quick that I'm gonna be using. So if I had to hook this mixer up to my Mackie, I'm going to need quarter jacks because the mixer has outputs are quarter jack. So you have to have quarter jack. So if you had a quarter jack to RCAs like I do here, and then I have this adapter here, but they do make cables that are dual quarter jack to like a single XLR or to a single quarter jack cables. But like I said, I have an adapter in this little configuration I have, but so many options out there, but they do make cables. But this is the final configuration you're going to need to be able to get this to most PA speakers. So usually they're going to have a combo jack where you can use XLR or quarter jack. But to hook up what I'm going to be doing, if you're going to be using a laptop, you could just do to RCA, basically 3.5 right here to RCA, and the RCAs go to the mixer, which I'll show you in a second, and the 3.5 goes to laptop or the tablet or whatever source you're using. You can use an MP3 player. Now, this actually has a 3.5 input as well for an auxiliary. So then you would just need 3.5 to 3.5. So cable like this. And you could hook up your little MP3 player or your tablet or your laptop straight into that port as well. So very, 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 very easy to hook up. Has lots of options for you. We're going to get you to there, but those are the only 2 cables I need besides the cable to plug in the item, and we'll show you that here in a second. So I'm going to switch camera views, and we're going to show you the mixer and get all into everything about the mixer. All right, we are back, and let's kind of just go over the unit itself here. So we're going to talk about the DGNOG R4-Pro right here, and you got it all right here. So you have microphone lines 1 and 2 right here. You have a pad button for if you want to hook up a guitar. You also have your microphone for a condenser microphone for your power, and it's just a click down for your phantom power for condenser mics. These are for your wireless mics, so those are going to be line levels for those, and you're going to see which one's on with the A and B. And so if you want your mics, you just have to hit on, and then you'll have your wireless mics as well as having corded mics. So you can have a lot of mics going on here. So you also have a mic input down here, which could be like your your mic that you have at your booth or your table. You can use the wireless mics. Yeah, there's a lot of mic options here. So you have your record outs. This is an output right here. The 2TK is also an output as well. So for like monitoring and things like that, that could be an output for that. Record if you're going to go to a device that you're recording to. And then you have your main outputs right here, which are quarter jack right here. And this 3 and 4 left and right is for an input. And I'll show you how to hook that up here in a minute, but that is an input. So you hook, you could hook your laptop to that. You can hook whatever, and I'll show you that in a second. So then we get down to the middle section here, and you have your full lines 1 and 2 as they go all the way down. And so you do have gains, you do have EQ, which you have highs, mids, and lows. You do have an FX, so that could be great for karaoke. And then you also have your levels as well. So you have your gains, your levels, EQ adjustability, and they do work really, really good for your microphone. So pretty cool there. So I do like all the functionality that you have for your mics or instruments or however you want to use it. You can also use these as line levels. So you could use RCA to a single quarter jack, and you could go into here and use it as a line level and still have EQs for your laptop or your tablet or anything like that. So lots of ways for you to be able to hook things into this. So you do have a 3.5 millimeter jack as well, where you could hook up like an MP3 player with just 3.5 jack, like I said, which I'll show you here in a little bit. And you can hook it right into there. And it does have for channel 3-4 up here button, so just make sure you hit that for up here, or if you're hooking into the aux, you click it down for your auxiliary down here. And you do have a level for the volume there as well. These can you know, mute basically. If you had like if you're using the 2TK for on a monitor speaker, you could mute that information, or to the mix you can mute that. You know, it just depends on what you want to hear through that monitor. So that's what that is. And then you have a USB volume or line level there for your USB up here if you're using that, and I'll show you that here in a little bit. You have the capabilities for your headphones to monitor. It is 3.5 jack, and a microphone as well that you can have level and mic gain as well. Your main volume is right here. Let's go through these really quick right here. So once again, I'm just going to show you the batteries on one of them. I threw them in. They do go, you can see the positive is on the bottom right here, negative. Same on this one. 2 AA batteries, and that's it. And then your power button is on the front here. You can see that it shows the power band of the battery level right there, and then it shows you the channel that you're on as well. It's a nice hold. All right, so let's go ahead and hook this up real quick. Now you do have, you can plug it into an outlet like normally you would, but in this case I'm just going to show you that I can plug it into my little power brick here, my Hypercharge that I've used for years. I love it. Anyways, and I'll just plug that in on the back, and yeah, we got some portable power right there. Just really quick, I want to show you, you know, you can hook up a USB to this, and it is pretty instant right there, and you can see it's already playing right there. And then you can, you know, skip tracks or whatever you need to do really quick. So you just want to plug and play some music and let it play. That is one way to get it done right there. So and you can record too, or you do have Bluetooth mode. So like I said, I can hook up through Bluetooth, and it does have a record mode where you can record onto a card as well, which is very, very cool. Take it out of Bluetooth mode, yeah, right there. And then to hook it up, really simple, like I said. So to hook it up to my speaker that I have down here, I have a cable like this with a quarter jack to a single quarter jack, and the single is going into my speaker input, and then my dual up here is going to my left and right on the mixer. So that's how you hook that up. And say then you want to hook up, and now they do make a cable that has RCAs to 3.5, but I'm going to just show you that I have this little adapter here to be able to show you that I'm going to go right into 3 and 4 input right here. And then I can hook it up to my tablet right here. Here's my tablet. I do have an adapter on the tablet too. But yes, that now I will have sound. I just want to show you too real quick. Here's the instructions, and it does have pretty decent instructions and tells you what everything how you plug everything into. So you have, you know, your monitor, your microphones, your tablets, where they would go. If you had instruments or anything like that, where you could go with that, condenser mics, dynamic mics, you know, it pretty much shows you everywhere you need to go. And it does show you can monitor out here. Here's your main outs here. If you wanted to record out here, you know, all kinds of ways to be able to do things. I'm going to fire on my speaker here real quick. All right, so then I just want to show you that it is working. So I'm going to go ahead and just play some random music here. And we're going to go to our gains here. So we are on 3 and 4. So our gain is right here. Make sure I got volume on my tablet here. And make sure that we're volume. There we go, main gain. So we are using this mixer. All right, so you see that we are hooked into channel 3 and 4 there. Now, we could also, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and just turn the volumes down here. And then go ahead and unplug this. Now we could go right into the aux jack right here. And then all we'd have to do is click the aux in button right here on the bottom. And we're going to do this again. I'll turn the volumes up. And you see it's working just the same with the aux jack. So very cool there. And once again, like I said, you could use USB. You got the power light. We have Bluetooth. Bluetooth is super easy to use. You just go to your settings, guys. I'm going to go ahead and unplug here. Turn my volumes down again. Bluetooth right here. And then let's go ahead and hit the mode here to Bluetooth. And look, it says BTNS mix. And then I would just hit that. And look, it's connected, and it actually is giving you a little wheel there. And then we go back to my music. And then your Bluetooth volume is going to be on, I believe, the USB part right here. Make sure I got volume on my device. But that's working through Bluetooth. So that's the volume right here. Make sure that when you're using Bluetooth, you have the main clicked in. Because if you don't, you're not going to get anything, but you have it to the main. There we go. We can see the volumes there. Everything's working. So you see many ways to hook into this, and you can see it's working just fine. So the next thing we want to talk about is the microphones, of course, the biggest thing. Your antennas are back here. And then we're going to go ahead and turn a microphone on. And then we're going to go ahead and turn the microphones on here. So there you see that when I have this microphone, this is microphone B. If I turn microphone A on, now I have microphone A. And like I said, then I can test this. Mic check, 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 mic check. Mic, check, check, check. Mic. And there's your gains for your microphones right here, and we can actually put the EQ on this as well. Mic. And so they are working just fine. And they do have the FX. I'm gonna put these right in the middle here. Get a little bit more volume. Mic check, 1, 2, 3, 4. And got some line gain here too. And get a little more FX. Echo, FX, mic check, FX. There we go. They're a little bit quiet in my opinion, just a little bit, but for the most part they work pretty well. But you can definitely raise the volumes on them and get them pretty decently. We can go with the other mic now. Mic. All right, so just both mic volumes are working on this channel. So Something to point out there that, yes, both mics will work on the same channel, and it works pretty good. It works pretty good. Echo, echo, echo. So just to point out that you do have only control of your wireless microphones on this one channel here. So just something to point out there. I was wrong. It only works on this one channel here. So just to point out there, wireless mics, your volume and your line level and will work for both microphones on that one channel. So you can't dial both microphones in. They'll be on the same. So just something to point out there. It's pretty good. I think we can go, I think that's all I'm going to show you right here. We'll go ahead and back out and I'll give you my final thoughts. All right, so let's wrap this up with pros and cons on the DGNOG R4-Pro 5-channel mixer. So I think the pro for this that's off the charts, and I can't wait to see other companies do this, because I know other companies like, you know, ProRec, Rockville, Behringer, Mackie, Yamaha, Shure, Samsung, who make microphones and things like this, need a unit like this. You saw it here first on DJ Martini Midwest reviews that there's some other models. There's only a few that I saw. I like this one particular for everything that it had on it compared to some other ones. But for the price point and for everything you get for a 5-channel mixer and 2 wireless microphones, I want to see other companies make this. So the bigger, better, whatever they call them out there, companies, they need to make something like this. A 5-channel, 4-channel, 6-channel mixer with all the features that this one has, plus some wireless microphones connected to it. I think that's just genius, and it works really good in my opinion. So far so good with it. I can't tell you on longevity or things like that, but so far so good. It can get some things done for you, and it's really good piece of kit to just put right next to your controller. You have a mixer as well, and then you hook it up to your speakers, and you got a nice little cool setup with a lot of adjustability and connection ability as well. So very, very cool. All positives there. It also would be great for karaoke, podcasting, recording, things like that. Hooking up some instruments too on a setup, you know, very, very cool connection capability. So all positive is price point at $100. Great price point as well. Hopefully those bigger companies, knowing the technology that's in this, could still make it close to that price point. But, you know, I'm sure they're going to want to crank that price up on that. So far so good. Now, there's always some negatives that maybe other companies can make this a little bit better by making an all metal construction. This one is half metal, half plastic in my opinion, so maybe a little bit more build. The antennas, I wish that they could be removable and I could put another longer antenna for a little bit more established connection or a little bit longer distance to put some different antennas on here. These ones are built into this unit, so I can't remove them, so I wish they were removable. And so that is a con in my opinion. So those are 2 cons. I do also want to add that for the wireless microphones, only channel 2, line 2 have the microphone adjustability for both mics. And I wish they were separate, so that way you could adjust the microphones on each channel. So a little bit picky, but it would be nice to be able to do that, and that would probably be more expensive. It's only one channel that you can adjust both of the wireless mics, and then the other adjustability is for your plugged in mic on the mic line 1 channel. So just something to point out there. Also, on the little discrepancy in the instructions compared to the description on Amazon or where you buy it, is that it says Bluetooth 5.0 in one place and Bluetooth 3.0, so I don't know which one it is exactly. I would probably go more towards this probably Bluetooth 5.0, but I'm not sure, so a little discrepancy there. And then the microphones, of course, half plastic, half metal build, still feel pretty good, still sound pretty good, but I think they might be a little fragile in the end. I do like that you can adjust, and I didn't talk about this earlier, but this is absolutely something to point out, is that it does have a channel button right here, so you can adjust the channel if you're having some issues. It's not a whole huge amount of range, but just enough that you can adjust the channels a little bit if you're having some interference or some issues with these microphones. go ahead and adjust those channels a little bit and see if you can dial them in. So it is cool that they have that channel button adjustment inside. And like I said, for the price point that you're getting these at under $100, some of the features that you're getting with this is pretty cool. So overall, final thoughts, this is a great portable. It is portable. Like I said, I did plug this in with a little power unit that you could, little powered portable battery. You can use that. It doesn't take a lot of voltage there, so you can plug it into most things. It's portable, small, easy to take with you, and you have a lot of capabilities with this that you can take with you on the run. Like I said, would look great next to your controller, and you have 2 wireless microphones and those types of things. Now, I didn't crazily test this, you know, for super long range, but I do know at around 30 feet, I had no problem, and I did gig test this. I was in a place with a bunch of cell phones, a bunch of people, and it did work pretty good, just using the microphones around my table for the most part, and up to probably around 30 feet, walking around a little bit. And I had no interference, no issues. The mic sounded okay. I did have a little bit of feedback when I went by some speakers, but that could have been because of my volume levels. So make sure that you adjust your volume levels correctly. But other than that, they worked pretty flawlessly, really easy to use with the buttons and things like that, and the mixer itself. So overall, final thoughts for the price point you're getting this at, I think it was a value. It can help you for smaller gigs, no issue, got the job done. And for the price point, I was pretty excited. So I can't wait to see other companies to start doing similar things, and I will leave some reference links in the comments. Let me know what you think, if you've used anything similar to this. I know there's a couple other ones out there, but none by major brands. So I can't wait to see a major brand take this unit on and try to make something similar for similar prices. I'm sure they'll be more expensive, but it'd be really cool to see someone tackle this and have a lot of the features and great microphones at an affordable price. So thank you so much for tuning in. It's been DJ Martini Midwest Reviews. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments and I'll try to help you the best I can. Please like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you really soon on my next video, review, or tutorial. Catch you later.